The trust of the faithful is betrayed when religious leaders succumb to moral corruption. Well, you get to understand and know why I started with that introduction. Before we go further, I am your host, Sharon Ajay, and welcome to Randoms. Well, you can tell that I am all natural. Check out my hair, and I know you're already admiring it. Well, Ogochukwu is in the building, and it seems like she's all natural too. Drum rolls. Bam. Ogochukwu, is that did we actually plan to be natural, or you looked at me and you just figured that you needed to be natural?
Sakpa actually cost my own natural.
So what do you mean now? All natural?
If I had the money, you won't see me like this, because this is not the time to even leave your hair like this. Do you know what is happening?
My goodness.
The weather is not funny. Everywhere is dry.
Your hair braid.
Yeah, so leaving your hair like this for a very long time is not even advisable, but I'm enjoying it. It's just for a few days and I'll take it off.
No problem. So all naturalists there that are probably you're annoyed that Ogo said it's Sakpa that is making her naturalist now.
I have to be honest.
Offended though, she did not mean it that way. But you know the weather is actually not friendly to we naturalists, and anybody you see wearing their natural hair now, just know that they're doing a lot on it, because my goodness. Well, we're going to go on a short break now, and when we return we have some stories that we would like to share with you, so do stay with us.
Get ready for the unpredictable and also unconventional show, Random.
From trending topics to honest conversations and various social media platforms, Randoms and it all.
No topic is off limit, no comment is too weird.
Join me, Sharon Ajay, and my co-host,
Ogochukwu Phenomenon, every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m.
Buckle up and enjoy the Randoms Ride.
Welcome back to Randoms. Well, if you're just trying to understand why was our opening like that, why was the introduction talking about religion and all of that, well, a certain pastor was paraded after he was allegedly caught sleeping with a married woman in Edo State. The pastor was brought before community leaders. Afterwards, he was finally arrested. So now I guess you understand why I started with that. A pastor in Edo State sleeping with another man's wife, and he was finally arrested. What's the correlation between religion and religious leaders and sin and all of that? Well, I'm not in the best place to talk about religion and sin and blah blah blah, all of that, but let's hear what God has to say about this, because it's laughable and it's really sad.
Sharon, I think I'll say this is a setup. You said you are not in the best place. You said you are not in the best place to talk about it. Do I look like Mommy Gio to you? Okay, honestly, it's like back-to-back of religious leader and one scandal or the other. We talked about Pastor Bolaji of the Harvesters International Christian Center last week, and today we are hearing one random pastor who allegedly slept with another man's wife and is being paraded. And at this point, I'm just going to say, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Actually,
guard yourself. The Bible said, guard your heart with all diligence. So you do is you are not vulnerable. You are very vulnerable to things like this. We are humans. You have blood running through your veins, but then discipline is a watchword for every human, whether you are a pastor or an imam or just an ordinary church member. Please try to discipline yourself. I understand that there are some women that you've been seeing, even when you are on the pulpit, you are preaching, you see one very beautiful girl walking with heels and walking towards, and that's when these ushers will direct you. You are seeing ushers doing like this, and they're telling you to the front row, Sometimes you see that these ladies are not even putting on, they are not properly dressed, they are not properly covered, but you are directing them to the front row, and the pastor is there preaching. You've distracted the pastor, and if he's loose and the Holy Spirit has not engulfed him at that point, he can actually fall, and the next thing he's telling the sister, please wait behind for one counseling or the other. Anybody can I just wanted to make you laugh. Anybody can fall victim of that circumstance. So we really need to be very, very, very careful. This is not just about pastor. As a human being, we need to be very careful. This is somebody's wife.
Very true.
You are sleeping with somebody's wife. You are not just sleeping with any girl, any random girl anywhere, or in your church or in your environment. This is somebody's wife. So it's more like you are putting asunder, because at the altar, what he said is, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So you went there first and you put asunder, and you're a man of God. I believe that you have, yes, you've been anointed. So it's double offense. But who am I to judge? We listen, we don't judge. So I'm not judge you guys. You know I don't judge. I just only arrange the whatever it is Sharon said to you people. I arrange it again so you can understand. I did not judge. We listen.
We don't judge. Well, let's talk about the community for a second.
Okay.
You know, in the video, it showed that the video showed that they paraded the man alone. Like they even held the straws. Like you even think the man stole something.
Yeah, we saw the video.
I was going through the comment section. Someone was like, "Is this illegal? Like, why would you parade somebody that
if it is legal to parade the man?
Like is adultery illegal? That you parade crimes like theft." Or all of that, we know criminal offenses that you can parade in communities. But sleeping with another man's wife, we know that literally it's I'm not saying it's right, but parading the man like he stole. You needed to see the video. They held him by his trouser and they were walking, I saw the video with a lot of persons at his back, like he did something. Well, I don't know the rules of the community, but like I said, I was quoting what someone said on the comment section, that it's not an illegal crime. So parading the person is wrong. Another thing is the fact that they did not even bring out the woman. Like nobody, the woman's face is not on the internet. And I feel it's because of the pastor tag on him. And that is why they felt like they needed to disgrace the man. But if you are disgracing the man, why don't you disgrace the woman? It takes two to tango. And it's really sad. What do you think about that?
Like you said, you don't know the community rule. And again, I want to tell you that before the whites came to Nigeria, there was traditional rulers. There was something guiding every community, every region. And when they came in through indirect rule, using the chiefs, the traditional rulers to rule the separate communities, So there is a guideline, there is something, there is a constitution, let me say a constitution guiding the community. So if their constitution is parade any man you see with another person's wife, why not? Parade the man. Me, if I was in that very good. Let me turn it down, cut it down. It was not community. Maybe you would have seen me in the video. Maybe I will be in front, like hitting the drum. Yeah, I will, because why sleep with somebody's wife? And for the community not even bringing out the lady, it might also be their guideline, or maybe the husband's, the wife of the husband of the lady might have said, I don't want my wife's face. And I think it's fair, because most times when you even see cases of rape, you get to see the woman's face and they hide the man's face. So
it's true.
Gender equality, it has to play on it. I'm not being a feminist, I'm just saying it. But anyway, whatever it is that happened wasn't right, and the part of the pastor, it wasn't right at all. And whatever the rule is that is made them parade, you were talking about it being illegal or legal. Maybe the rule of the country might not permit it, might be illegal for the constitution for our country, Nigeria, but might be legal for the community, and it's okay. It's okay to play that. So many communities and states that are both ruled by both modern and traditional rulers. Take for instance my state, in Delta State, Asaba, we have the monarchs and we have the modern rulers. The modern is the government, and we have traditional rulers. And now those people have a say. If the modern government, which is the government, says we want to build a market and we want it situated here, the traditional rulers can say, no, we don't want it here.
Oh, really?
Even if it's for their good, we do not want it here. This place is a sacred place. They can just say, this place is a sacred place. For instance, there's a tree in Asaba. I think it's opposite Grand Hotel. I don't know if you're familiar with Asaba, but a very big tree. They've been trying to pull down that tree so that they can build up something there. But they said, no, this tree has served like a deity for the longest. So that tree cannot go down, no matter what you want to build there. If you like, be it church, school, whatever is going to benefit us, do not do that. So I would like you to know that there are traditional rulers and there is modern government. So they can both work hand in hand. So even though the government says parading the man is illegal, the community can say, no, this is legal for us. It is legal. It is the right thing, and they win. If you like take them to anywhere, they will win it because they've been existing. These rules and regulations have been existing for the longest before we knew anything about government of the country and
Very
all
true.
of that. So
very true. But I feel like the government rule should override that of the local traditional rulers.
it cannot. I don't even want
Let me give an
it to.
instance. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with this Alu 4, those Port Harcourt students that they killed. A movie was made out of it October 10th, right?
Really?
Yes, 4 school university students in Port Harcourt. They one of them said his laptop was with somebody, one of the indigents of the community, that he wanted to go and get his laptop. So he took 3 of his friends to come along with him, so that when they are bantering, he will not be the only one. So they followed him, and on getting there, of course, they are not indigents. The person that was with the laptop now started shouting thief, or calling them thieves and all of that. And this, according to the story that we heard, they said thieves have been dealing with that community a lot. So immediately they heard thieves. These guys were young guys, 18, 19. I think the oldest was 19. They brought out these guys. They beat them so much, then took them to the traditional ruler. I think they head there. The king or chief. I don't know what title he was given then. And then the chief said, go and do whatever you want to do with them. Ogochukwu, you can even look it up. You need to see, they beat those guys and burnt them. Now, they said police were even around. But they said, no, now this is our battle. You have no right. They beat those guys. It was later on they said they got to find out the truth that they were not thieves, and it was really sad.
Already late.
Yes, Kemi Adetiba, right? That's her name. She made a movie out of it.
Okay, now what I'm going to say is, as a ruler, as a king, you have the power of autonomy to do a lot of things, and it depends on how you rule. So as a king, you are not even supposed to talk anyhow. You can't say, go and do whatever, because immediately you make that declaration, anything can be done. So I think that this story is I think the king should be arrested if there's any way they can arrest the king, because I don't expect a king to talk like that. You are supposed to look into matter. You are supposed to even, that's the reason why we have the king's men. You delegate problems or whatever it is to these kingsmen, tell them look into this matter. They can be under custody, they can be in the palace for the longest, they can be locked in a guard room for the longest, and you tell them look into this case and you find out the truth. 2-3 months. And if we are going to say, oh, let's curb out traditional rules in our communities, we don't want to hear them, let's the government of the day overtake whatever it is, let us take instances like that. But we've seen police even make a wrong accusation. We've seen so many persons rot in jail. We've heard cases of people who were in jail for over 40 years, and later they found out that they were not guilty. After 40 years, wasting 40 years of their lives. So we've seen cases like this. So I think we have to learn balance. But saying rulers traditional rule completely, I don't even advise that, because traditional rule, as an Igbo lady that I am, we need to do, you know what? When we want to have this New Yam festival, they already know, like the government of that community or of that state knows that this date is situated for New Yam festival, no work. Like nobody is going to work. It is declared public holiday.
All around that state.
I don't know about, but I'm talking about my own. I'm talking about my own side. Like I'm from Delta State, in Asaba. If there is a festive, like one big festival, maybe one a masquerade is supposed to come out today and dance or something, it is declared public holiday that day. So if you come out and anything happens to you on your own, it has been said, it has been declared, that's your business. I remember I schooled in Abraka. I remember one time they had one, I don't know if they were trying to change king, or I don't know if they were trying to do something, but I know there was something that was about to happen. Immediately the school informed everybody, please go home for 1 week. This is a school. Go home for 1 week. After 1 week, and it happened like that, like back to back. Sometimes they'll tell you, don't come out by 7, there's curfew, something's about to happen. So yes, it's okay. Everybody just respects.
I get your point.
And yes, don't go beyond boundaries. Yes,
should be a balance.
A balance, yes, definitely.
Yes. Well, in a different development, controversial media personality Daddy Freeze has expressed concern over the state of public decency in Nigeria after the incident where a man was spotted urinating on the road while in traffic. Law, laugh out loud. When I saw that video, I was like, my goodness. I just love that the comment did not disappoint, because the first thing I do when I see a video, I run to the comment section, because they make you, is that they make you feel sad or they make you laugh or just something. But this incident it's something that has been occurring, so I'm shocked that this one actually went viral. It's something that's Nigerians,
it's an everyday thing.
I used to.
Even when you see, do not urinate here, you pay 5 million. Now that place, that's what's gone. You see somebody, GSM village, just by the gates, by that wall of GSM village. They do not urinate here, you pay fine of, I think, 50,000. I saw 2 men standing there.
Competition.
They were dropping it. That 50,000, let's see where it's coming from.
Oh my God.
So at this point now, I don't even know how can we even cope all of this. Is it by providing public toilets around let's take for instance now here in Abuja, let's say zone 2 should have like a public toilet situated somewhere. Zone 4 should something like that. Maybe I don't even know, but even the public toilet, they get to destroy them.
See, this has been since the 80s. It's as old as only God knows when, and it's just all of this has been people have laid this they've talked about how we can curb it. They've given lots of ideas and all of that, but as it stands and as it seems, well, it's going to take a long while. Well, before I was born, it has been happening. Now I'm grown, it's still happening. Hopefully, it doesn't continue. But Ogo, please take us to
hopefully it doesn't continue. Are you saying?
Hopefully, please, Ogo,
in Nigeria,
social media, let's know what's going on.
No problem. We'll go to social media, but before we go to social media, we're going for a short break, because you see that comment going. I also want to hear a comment, so you can go over now to drop your comments concerning this issue on Global Television on YouTube as we are talking about it. But let's go for a short break, and when we are back, we'll definitely take our comments.
Get ready for the unpredictable and also unconventional show, Random.
From trending topics to honest conversations and various social media platforms, randoms and it all.
No topic is off limit, no comment is too weird.
Join me, Sharon Ajay, and my co-host,
Cool Phenomenon, every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m.
Buckle up and enjoy the Randoms Ride.
Hello and welcome back. It's still Randoms, and if you're just joining us, do not worry. We've talked about a pastor who allegedly slept with a married woman in a community and has been paraded, and we moved down to Daddy Freeze, who is complaining about people using the roads and the streets as their toilets, urinating and even defecating on the environment. And that's when we are moving straight to the comment section. But then if you think you have missed out, do not worry, you can also run off to YouTube. Follow us at Global TV NG and drop your comments there, and also watch other shows, including up-to-date news. So straight to the comment section, and the first comment here, we are going to be taking this one from Pluto's Optimus. Pluto's Optimus says, just imagine, say, military presence dey there. Will this guy try this nonsense? I dey laugh on the way they talk public toilets. Now reorientation Nigeria needs. This person is talking to me because I mentioned public toilets. He said Nigeria needs reorientation. Imagine, but military presence cannot be everywhere.
No, they can't be. Are they not also humans? Are military more than the people? No.
So truly, we all need reorientation. Keeping your environment neat is key, because we breathe in these things. You can imagine going past a place where it has been already destroyed by one person's urine. You can't even breathe.
Of course.
So please, let's have that in mind. And also littering the environment, dropping things everywhere, it's not right. So the next comment is coming from Mbezi. Mbezi said, Oga, all these things you see are the results of bad government, okay? What do you expect from a bad government like ours? When government doesn't care for her people, disobedience will be the order of the day. You, Ubezi, with all due respect, shush. This is not about bad government. This is about self-discipline. Or what do you think, Sharon?
Nigerians just don't like taking blames. Everything the government.
The
You, is it government I say you should do whatever?
Government, you can't put your zipper. Come on, please.
No, please,
Let's get it right for once. Blame yourself. You can actually discipline yourself. You feel the urge to I know sometimes you can't even hold it. You are pressed. You want to. Please look for the nearest public toilet, and you can even. There's a day I was pressed. I ran to shop. I was close to ShopRite. I ran in there because there's a restroom there.
Yeah,
I used
even
it.
banks let you use
Yes,
the toilets,
yes,
restaurants and all of that.
And supermarkets. So please,
even
let's.
Stations. They are
Very
open for
true.
you to use their toilets.
Very
so.
true. So let's learn. It's self-discipline, Ubezi, okay? Take notes. All right, the next one is coming from Cassandra. Cassandra says, well, citizens abroad would also do it if there weren't people to enforce the law. Nobody tries it there because they know there are persecutions for it. In other words, now all of us hand day for this thing. Very true. We are wrong. We are wrong. So we cannot just blame the government at first. Just say it's government. So we can work together and make Nigeria better.
The law is already there. You know, they to even tell you how very, sorry to say, we don't listen. They'll usually write it, probably
Do not urinate
do not
here.
urinate here. But of
That's
course, you know, we
when-
said that is where when Nigerians will go and do their business, and it's really wrong. Sincerely, do you need them to use a speaker to tell you you must not urinate? You must not. No, please, we need to be watchful.
It is. The next one is coming from Onyinye Joy 3030. Onyinye says, if we have public restrooms that we won't have to pay before we pee everywhere, no one will pee on the road. Oh God, nobody wants to pay a dime. How do you want them to take care of your restroom then? I know when you go there, you are asking for tissue, you're asking for soap, hand wash. How do you want that to happen? Where do you want water to come from? Where do you want lights to come from? So please, it's okay, 15 naira, 100 naira.
It's something
Not bad.
little.
It's not bad.
Stop equating yourself with developed countries. You need to understand that we are under.
They started from somewhere.
rather
These people pay
developing.
tax for almost everything. If you're working in the abroad, you're working in the UK, you're working in the US, like more than 50% of your money goes to tax.
Exactly.
Yes, and they use it, but here they tell you pay tax. I say
The Senate-
government
the
should know
Senate
that
recently-
we don't have money.
They are recently pushing for a new tax reform, and everybody, the noise is literally everywhere.
Nobody wants to pay anything. They want to make money.
You don't want to pay tax, but you want,
you want the country to be developed.
It cannot work.
We have to start somewhere. We have to discipline ourselves. So you Onyinye Joy 3030, that comment, I don't think we will accept that, because you definitely have to pay something, at least a token for using the toilet, because people are being employed to wash
Clean those
it.
toilets,
What if
yeah.
you come the next day and
And you
it's
see it's
messy?
messed up. Exactly.
You see? So the last comment for the day is coming from Noel.ng. Noel says, the citizen is no good. Yes, but that is the reason why we elect government to make the right rules and ensure everyone follows the rule, so that when people like these guys behaves badly and inappropriately, there should be serious consequences. This will prevent other people from emulating such conduct, especially the younger ones who look up to them as model for propriety. Are you trying to say priority? Because
priority.
this property, I know follow. Anyway, Noel.ng, we have heard, yes, citizens no good, yes, government no good, yes, but at least let us all work
They play our
together
part, yes.
to make sure that we make Nigeria great. Nigeria is our home. It is for all of us. If there is a rule, do not urinate here. If there is anything there, please try as much as possible. How do you even feel comfortable just doing your business anywhere? How do you feel? So we all have to put hands together to keep Nigeria clean. There was a time in Abuja where we have waste bin in almost every junction. I don't know if you are aware of that time, but you have like, it's done is like an iron waste bin, but I don't know if iron condemns store those things, because those guys they don't like to see good things.
Oh my God, we are not even supposed to laugh at these spots. Why?
No, Scotland just go out to pick things. Even on the road, there was a time they put cameras and they said, just to monitor this gutter.
Yes.
That you have this iron, very strong iron lead to cover the gutter. Scavengers uprooted it. What's it called?
And they'll
The
sell it
street lights.
to
They cut it down. If you go to Gwarinpa, if you are moving past Gwarinpa Life Camp at night, you are almost blind because there's no lights, if not for the car lights.
So sad, really.
So you're not helping matters. You want the government to provide this, but the little one they do for you, you're not even keeping it well. You're not maintaining it. Instead, you're even destroying it. Cameras
It's really sad.
no longer. You steal cameras. Ah, God. Camera is supposed to watch you. You steal it.
During the protest, the hunger protest, the October 1st protest, you know, to see the Nyanya Maraba side, you know, they took the news, like they literally stole their fence to their park. So I'm wondering, why are you going to sell
Fence?
this? Yes.
Are you wondering who they'll sell it to? There are buyers now.
Oh
Buyers
my
are
God.
everywhere. You will be even surprised that somebody in your street bought it.
Then you are angry that the government did that fence. Then you are angry that the government is not doing.
It's
So
not doing.
they should keep doing something over and over. Then Nigeria is never going
I
to
just
grow.
think I just feel like some people just want the government to delegate one mobile police to every citizen. Hold your hand and hold the constitution too. So that in case you
my
fought,
God.
when you're about to fight it, they say read, this is what
Don't
it
do
is.
it, don't
And if you do it, I'll arrest you. I think that's what we want, but it doesn't work like that.
My goodness.
Anyways, that's what our time is going to permit us to have today. And guess what? By next week, we should be singing "We Wish You a Merry
Christmas.
Hey! I'm so excited about it. I hope you're excited. Well, if you're just tuning in, do not worry. Rush up to YouTube and follow our Global TV NG. Watch Randoms and so many other shows on Global TV NG, including up-to-date news. So for today, from Iron Sharon, saying bye-bye.